Hello there everybody, it's Shrouded Hand here, and I'm going to be looking at some more weird news stories from the past couple of weeks. Let's just get out of I had a sore throat last week and my voice was no good for recording, so hopefully there's some good stuff that I've missed out on, and let's have a quick look. Evil blood-sucking creature drains 50 livestock dry and vanishes without a trace. Frightened cattle rancher Wan Chok says he believes the evil animal could be that of the chupacabra. Still getting the earwax adverts. I don't know if these pictures are too gruesome for YouTube. I'm going to have to blur them out just to be careful. In an eerie twist, Andrea Nato, a veterinary specialist, said that of all the reported incidents, they have not been able to identify any type of footprint inside the pens other than that of the cattle. Only 2 perforations are seen at chest level and nothing else. Apparently the animal sucked from there, but a more exhaustive investigation must be. Yeah, so here's another cryptid related one. Little Bigfoot played with camper's car before 10-foot dad stormed over beating his chest. Come on. I don't know what to make of that. I'll be honest, the acting seemed a bit dodgy. I thought it was fake. That sounds... I don't know what it is. Something about the way he said that. I want to believe. I do like a good Bigfoot story, and I don't know, this little shot here looks... Is it kind of bunching up a bit here? It looks a bit conveniently like it's trying to obscure a bad suit by hiding behind the trees. It's a bit convenient that Bigfoot just wandered up and hung around in the trees near to where they were camping and just sort of standing with its back to them. I'm not 100% convinced. I don't actually know if this video is related to the article, as he locked eyes with not one but 2 Samsquanch when camping with his girlfriend in Monroe County. The video seems unrelated somehow. I don't know what's going on there, but I quite liked looking at that video. Alien bombshell as Harvard scientists say space full of extraterrestrial ships. This is one in a long line of supposed alien disclosures in the past year or so. I might compile a list of them and go over them at some point, because there's a lot of interesting ones. Whether they're real or not, or whether there's some ulterior motive at work here, whether it's to distract from something else going on, something more earthly, I don't know. But they're interesting. So yeah, I don't want to go over this too much, because it's, like I say, there's a long list of these sort of things, and I might do for a separate video. But it's another sort of quite official type of person coming out and saying that there could be aliens, and it's all a bit convenient, all a bit suspicious. I wonder what's going on, but I might have to cover this in a separate video. Simpsons predicted Kamala Harris's outfit and becoming vice president 21 years ago. So, the necklace, the earrings, that's about where the similarities end, isn't it? Maybe purple suit, but it's definitely not the same suit. There's no turtleneck either. There's a lot better examples of the Simpsons predicting the future. This is a bit tenuous, but okay, good. Strange orbs over New York.
Those things are orange. Look at them, next to each other. They literally fly next to each other. They're orange in color. They look like stars. Look at that, it's a triangle. Look at that, they're orange. You guys know what that is? You see that? Yo nunca he visto eso. Es una cosa anaranjada en triángulo. Mira cómo vuelan. No hacen sonido. Mira, se apagó una. No, I'm not even recording it right. Wow. I don't know what it is. God bless you guys. Look at that. Let me keep recording it. Let me see if I could get it up closer. Mira, 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 mira. They're just orange lights just right next to each other. Never seen that. Look.
That's weird. Obviously, as with all paranormal evidence, they've got to have the worst cameraman in the world filming it. But I don't know what's going on there. You've got three objects. It doesn't really matter where they're positioned in the sky. It'll always make a triangle. So it's quite easy to make a strange floating triangle shape. But it doesn't look like a fake video. It doesn't look like it's CGI'd in. Or if it is faked, then they've gone a long way to make it look very amateurish with the camera work.
Look at that. It's a triangle.
And you'll notice it doesn't hold formation. The triangle changes shape, see, it shifts slightly, so it might not be one solid object.
You see that?
I mean, it'd be better if the guy kept it on camera for more than 5 seconds so we could actually get a look at it. But intriguing, intriguing. Baffling footage has 3 orbs moving in what appears to be a triangular formation over New York City. Like I say, it's impossible to get 3 things in the sky that aren't moving in a triangular formation unless they're in a straight line. Someone said it could be Chinese lanterns. It could be. It could be Chinese lanterns. They're quite often mistaken for UFOs, aren't they? So far, that's the most convincing video I've seen. That's not saying much. Woman's stomach turns after noticing ghostly figure watching her in abandoned asylum.
Bathroom again, really.
Smiley face killer.
That's pretty cool, that is. Smells like an hospital in this part, definitely.
I mean, it's bigger. Let's see. I think I saw it.
That's pretty cool, that is. Smells like an hospital in this part, definitely.
I saw it. I saw the ghost.
That's pretty
Oh my god, it's a figure. A full-bodied apparition.
like an hospital in this part, definitely.
I think that's bullshit. Let me break it down for you. Let me break down the video. I might compile a list of things that make ghost videos suspicious. On a previous video I pointed out that if you see flashing lights, if the lights are going on and off, that's a bit of an obvious giveaway. So this is another example of something. Ghosts reacting to the camera prompts in some way. So for example, the camera films down the corridor and then it turns away, and then when it turns back there's a ghost there. Why does the ghost know to appear suddenly when the camera turns back? Why does the ghost react to camera prompts? That's a dead giveaway in my opinion. First we get a shot down the corridor, and then we turn to look at the smiley face, and then when the camera turns back, the person dressed as a ghost has got into position, and she immediately flicks the camera down at the floor. And what I think happens here is the person dressed as the ghost is meant to get out of shot, but she moves the camera back up a bit too soon, and you see them walking away. Nobody there. Turn away. The ghost is there.
Smells like an hospital in this part, definitely.
Why would the ghost know to materialise when the camera was pointed elsewhere? Like, why wouldn't you sometimes get a shot of a ghost sort of half materialising? But it always seems to be that it's off camera at 1 minute and then it appears while the camera's turned away. Yeah, here's another one. Aliens are breeding with humans to save Earth, Oxford professor claims. Again, another story. A person in a sort of relatively respectful position saying something strange about aliens. There's multiple stories coming out at the minute. Something's going on. All I'm going to say is Project Bluebeam.
I see the whole game.
I'll finish off with this story because this amused me. Magic mushrooms grow in man's blood after injection with shroom tea. I can't laugh too much at this guy because I did read through this beforehand and he was suffering from some kind of psychiatric problems. I think he had like bipolar disorder or something like that, so he probably wasn't in his right state of mind to begin with, but what he did was he brewed a tea from magic mushrooms and then injected it directly into his bloodstream. But the interesting thing is, the mushroom spores actually grew in his bloodstream. He spent 22 days in hospital, 8 of those days on intensive care, and he was treated for multi-system organ failure. So yeah, by injecting shrooms into his bloodstream, the 30-year-old patient had hoped to relieve symptoms of his bipolar disorder and opioid dependence. He'd recently stopped adhering to his prescribed bipolar medications, and he was cycling between depressive and manic states. He filtered the tea by drawing it through a cotton swab before injecting it into his body. In the following days he became lethargic and nauseated, and his skin began to yellow. He soon developed diarrhea and began vomiting blood. His family found him and took him to the emergency room, noting concern that he also seemed very confused. The doctors noted that he couldn't participate in a meaningful interview due to his altered mental state. So yeah, he was still tripping days later because he had a fungal infection from Psilocybe cubensis in his bloodstream. So he also had a bacterial infection. If it wasn't going to kill him and the fungus just continued to grow in his bloodstream, he'd essentially just be tripping for the rest of his life. He fucked himself majorly, basically. What a dumb thing to do. But like I say, he wasn't in his right state of mind by the sounds of it. Don't try it at home. It's a very stupid thing to do and will probably kill you. So yeah, that's the end story. So I had an idea for the next video. What I thought I'd do is ask viewers to suggest good paranormal evidence. So if you've seen a video or a photograph or some other sort of paranormal evidence, something interesting, then send me a link to it, and what I'll do for the next video is I'll look at that. I mean, I won't do like expert debunks or anything. I'm not really about that. I mean, obviously if I think a video is obvious rubbish, I'll say it, but I just want to look at something a bit more interesting than the sort of stuff that we've been seeing on these tabloid press websites for a while. Not necessarily something you've recorded yourself, just something you've seen online that you think's interesting. And okay, so until then, I hope you enjoyed the video, and I do think the news stories are getting a bit lackluster. I think I'm going to have to find a better source for my weird news stories. Let me know what you think in the comments below, and I'll see you next time. Goodbye.